Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's video is another installment in my What's New at Sephora haul videos. I do this video like once or twice a month, and it's just basically products that I've purchased, new to me, maybe not new to you, and it's basically just a Sephora haul. If I seem like I want to slice someone's jugular, it's pretty much because I have filmed this video before. Not only did I film it, I edited it, I uploaded it to YouTube, ready to go for right about this time right now, and the sound was off. And so my mouth would move, and then there would be like a lag. And you guys know that. And it was only like within the first minute, and then it started to be normal. That bothered me, and I didn't want to upload it. I'm just kind of a perfectionist, and it just bothered me. I just didn't want to be like, oh, okay, I didn't want to make an annotation and say, hey, the first minute is off, just kind of sit tight. That really bothered me. So that is why I'm refilming it, and that is why I just kind of want to slice someone's throat. So I apologize if I'm a little bit hostile. Just what happens sometimes when you do YouTube videos. Share with you some sweet gifts that my friend Teresa sent me. She and I are friends. We met here on YouTube. She's one of my subscribers, and she sent me a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to show all of it. I'm just going to show the things that you can buy at Sephora and a couple things that I'm really excited about. And the other stuff I will kind of use and then show in an updates video or a favorites video. So the first thing that basically rocked my world, and I literally wanted to run around naked, is the Chanel To Say Venetian Quad. She bought me this, and I was just kind of bitching to her on the phone about how it was always sold out where I worked. And so she bought it for me. I am so excited because I feel like this one is the most unique in my opinion out of all of them. It has very pretty greens. It has this color right here, which is, I feel, a dupe for the Epitant Illusions d'Ombre, and it's just so pigmented and shiny, and I love this one. My friend Laura, Mrs. Lola Lynn, did a beautiful tutorial. I'll link it below if you guys want to see it, but I just can't wait to start wearing this, and I was so excited about it. The next thing that I was super excited about was the Sonya Dakar Nutrisphere Flash Facial. I have seen this and I have read about it, and I always wanted to try it. So I am so excited that she sent it to me so I can kind of share it with you guys. I know that it's like a 1-minute exfoliating treatment, and it creates instant results, which is perfect because I'm a little bit on the lazy side sometimes when it comes to skincare, that sometimes I'm lucky if I even take my makeup off. So this, I can't wait to share with you. So I used to use her, when I used to work, so I used to work for an assisted living. I was like a nurse's aide. It was one of my favorite jobs ever. This is kind of a side note, but I used to use her products then, and that's how I kind of correlate Sonya Dakar with that job, is because I had that job and I really liked it, and I used her products. So, and I stopped for about 10 years, and now I'm back. So I will let you know about that. The next thing is another product I'm super excited about. You can buy it at Sephora. It's one of the Bite Beauty Fruit Lush lip glosses, and this is in the shade Pop Sugar. It's a beautiful bright pink gloss in the tube, but this is the really cool thing about this. When you wear it, it acts as a very perfect shade of pink on your lips. It almost reminds me of those lip glosses or those chapsticks that kind of work to your own body, you know what I'm saying? It kind of turns your own shade of pink or your own shade of red. That's what this reminds me of because it's so subtle and pretty, and of course I love the formulation, but I love this, Teresa. Thank you so much. I wanted to share this with you as well because you can get all of the full sizes at Sephora. I'll link it below, but it's like a travel kit, and this is all things Kitten basically. It has the Kitten eyeshadow. Right here is the highlighter duo, and then 2 lip glosses, all in travel sizes, which is perfect because even though this particular shade is so coveted, I don't think I own it. So I was so excited to receive that. And the very last thing, and I need to text her and ask her about this because I don't know how to use it. The Konjac Sponge, or the Konjac Sponge. Have you guys heard of this? That's what it looks like. It's like a hard, it's hard, and I assume that you use it for exfoliating or using it with like your cleanser, please let me know. I'm gonna actually have to ask her about that, but it looks really funny. It just says it was reputed for its health-giving properties, used by the Japanese for over 1,500 years, and I think that is so cool. My husband's like fascinated with Japan and how they like have all these really old traditions, so this is probably something pretty cool. Jump into my Sephora things. These are products that I feel are newer. I will probably do this video again because I'm at Sephora like every day. The first thing that is brand new is these Makeup Forever eyeshadows. They come in, you can get them in basically a 1 container, 2, or the 3, and it's really neat. You actually get this for free if you purchase all of the eyeshadows. That's the deal that they're having at the stores. I'm not really sure about online. These shadows are a very good size. They are probably double the size of a MAC. So what I did is I got one shade that you can wear as a blush or an eyeshadow, and I really think that this would be super pretty for like in the crease or on the lid, but also it's a gorgeous blush. I start out with this one right here, and this one is, what's the color? M600. It's a beautiful crease color. It's like that burgundy reddish color that reminds me of Swiss chocolate. It's so pigmented. This is the one thing I can say about these shadows, is that I don't think there's going to be a dud in the bunch. They are so highly pigmented. They blend like a dream, and it just takes no effort. And what I love is that basically when you dip your finger in, the color catches really easily. So you're not like sitting here and creating like this huge dent in your eyeshadow. The color catches and then it delivers very high pigmentation in just one swatch. So that is M600 right here is I550. I don't know why. I freaking hate it when companies do this. It's kind of like Inglot, because I never remember it. So this is just a beautiful taupey, purpley gray color. I feel like this is very similar to the Le Métier Corinthian, which is like in my top 5 eyeshadows of all time. I just don't know if they make it anymore, which I think would be so incredibly insane on their part because it's probably their most popular shade. But anyway, so that is the shade M, oh my gosh, see, I can't even remember. M what? No, I550 is in the middle. And then this last shade is a very, it's like a corally pink when you swatch it. It's a very pretty bright corally pink, but in the pan it almost has some rosy red undertones. And again, that would make a perfect blush or a perfect eyeshadow. So my suggestion to you is, if you're trying to be picky and trying to conserve money, try to pick one that maybe you could wear as an eyeshadow and a blush, because then you'll get more bang for your buck. But so far, A+ in my book with these. I love them. I probably won't even need to add them to my updates because I just know that I love them so much. Try to shop online. It's very daunting with these eyeshadows because there's so many options. There's like 10 different taupes and 10 different purples and 5 different pinks, and so I wanted to get them at the actual store so my options were limited, because my husband and I share that in common. We're just both really bad at making decisions, especially if there's like 20 options in front of us. We are like deer in the headlights. So that's why I opted for the store. So I will link these below if you're interested, and I will try to put those names so there's no confusion. Get more eyebrow stuff because I was running low. I'm basically running out, and I don't like to run out of completely of eyebrow stuff. So eyebrows, I say stuff because I never know if I'm going to wear like a gel or a pencil. So I got the Anastasia Brow Wiz because I asked Laura which one she liked better, this or the pot, and she said this. The pot meaning like the mousse. She said this was basically more of a natural look is what she thought. And I'm sure you guys have all seen it. It has a brush on the end of it, which I like. I hope this lasts a while because this is expensive. It's like $28, and I just don't want to go through it too quickly because you just don't. So I did get that, and then I was sitting there trying to make a decision, and the woman talked me into this Benefit Gimme Brow, which I've never heard of, but it had the Allure stamp of approval, which is kind of like Bible in the beauty world. So I knew that I had to try it because I'm a sucker for that red stamp. And I got the shade in light medium, and then there's a medium dark. So this is more of like just like a taupey shade, and what it's supposed to do, she said, was like plump up your brows, like give them volume. And there's like not lash fibers, but brow fibers or some type of lash fibers in here to kind of add volume to your brow, which I find that very interesting. So I will get back to you about that. The one downside of this is the size. This is like half the size of a Anastasia brow gel, which was kind of a ripoff because they're like the same price basically, and you get this. So I'm hoping a little bit goes a long way, and that kind of sucks benefit, honestly. Becca products. Things that I've been wanting for a while. Let's start out with the first one. Oh my gosh. I think a fly just flew in my mouth. Okay, so the very first thing I saw Brianna talk about, she hauled this, I think, in her last haul video, and I was such a sucker for it. I bought it like right then and there. It is the Becca Beach Tint Shimmer Souffle in Fig Opal. If you could see this up close, which I'm sure you will in a second, it is a beautiful mix of this mauve-y, bronzy brown color and the opal highlighter. And when you swatch it, you're not going to get that much pigmentation. It's going to look like a glorified highlighter, and you're going to think to yourself, I'm not going to buy this because it just doesn't add color. But when you use a brush, like I applied it today with the MAC 109, it gives such beautiful color, and it's a very, very beautiful neutral blush. But it's really pigmented, so it's kind of like the best of both worlds. When I swatch it, you're going to be like, that's nothing. It looks clear. It basically looks like a highlighter. But swatching with these really don't give it justice. You actually have to use a brush to get really good pigmentation. The Becca Skin Perfector in Opal. This bad boy will last you your whole life. I mean, it is huge compared to really any other highlighter. I don't know why, but let's say compared to this, you just need, and this is the crazy thing about this, is you just need a dab of it to actually create a beautiful highlight. You could also use it for your brow bone and also a lid color. So it's so super creamy. I will have to try the rose gold one because that was the next one that I wanted to try. So isn't that beautiful? It just is the perfect highlighter. I will definitely let you know if it enhances rough texture. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am sorry if I have not been myself. I think the last video you guys said I wasn't, and I was sick. I'm slowly getting over this junk that I get every Labor Day. It's just kind of tradition. I get it every Labor Day, so I expect it. My kids have it. My husband has it. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.